Okay, everyone, welcome back to another episode of Dil Tak. This is your national president, and I'm happy to be live with all of you one more time. Like every month, the 30th of this month, too, I hope that I'll be able to connect with a lot of you around the country, that I will be able to take your questions, your suggestions, anything that you want to talk about. I hope you will be able to discuss all of those things. For you to interact with me, like every time, this time as well, please uh, leave your questions, your comments, your suggestions the comment box below this live stream that you are seeing on Instagram. You're seeing it on Facebook as well as on YouTube. In any of these three platforms, please leave your questions, your suggestions below in the comment section, and I will try to get to them within this 1 hour session that we have. I will try to pick up each of your questions, each of your suggestions, each of your points of discussions, and I'll try to address them time permitting. Like every time, this time also, I want to speak about the journey that has been in the last 1 month, in the month of July. What are the things that we have done, where all we have gone, what are the new developments that are happening in JCI, and talk about all of those things. So, well, so that's that. A very, very happy, a very, very good evening to everybody. I hope you are doing well. I hope your month was fantastic. My month was fantastic. I can tell you that much. And I will be sharing with you what all we did in this month. If I remember correctly, in the previous episode of Dil Tak, we spoke about ASPAC, how it was and how proud I felt representing our country, holding that flag on the stage. It was a beautiful moment that has been etched into my mind forever, forever. I think the visits that we discussed last time was to Zone 5 and Zone 20. If I remember correctly, if my memory serves me right, these were the visits we discussed last time. And today, we will be talking about my visits to other zones where I went in the month of July, to Zone 4, to Zone 26, to Zone 12, and to Zone 2, to Zone 24, to Zone 29. These were the 6 zone visits I had, and then also had events where I attended. We had two able inaugurations where I was there, and I also went to Philippines to represent JCI India on a very, very special occasion, and I will be talking about that as well. So let us begin immediately. Just I am setting up my phone so that I can receive your comments immediately as you send them. And I am ready. The moment you have a question, the moment you have a query, the moment you have a suggestion, I'll see it on my phone screen and I will try to pick it up and address it as soon as I can. Great. So, dear all, July was a fantastic month. July was a very packed month, packed with a lot of love from that I received from all of you, packed with a lot of activities that happened around in different zones and all over the country, packed with a lot of emotions, packed with a lot of energy and enthusiasm, packed with a lot of decision making, that happened in the month of July. And I am really happy to share all of these. July started with me, visiting Zone 4, Zone 26, and Zone 12. And let me tell you about my visits to each of these. Uh, Zone 4 was a wonderful, wonderful experience. We started at Vijayawada, and I think traveling with ZP Santosh throughout the zone, meeting people, the energy, the kind of projects that they are doing. I think Zone 4 was wonderful. That I can only say that I loved the way Zone 4 happened. I loved everything that conspired there. I love the reception that I received. It was fantastic, and I thank the entire team of Zone 4, all the members, the ZP, everybody, for making it truly, truly memorable for me. I mean, I could not have asked for more. From Zone 4, of course, I traveled to Zone 26, And again, it was a wonderful experience. Again, it was something that I will not forget. It was something that we did a lot of activities. There was this blind cricket that we went to, and I must say it was a uh, for me it was a first that I could see, people who are who may not have eyesight, but who have a lot of vision in their hearts and minds. They playing cricket and doing so with a lot of energy and smiles on their faces. It was a first for me and a very, very beautiful experience. Uh, but I was in zone 4. I really wanted to mention. In zone 4, I really wanted to mention the kind of projects that they are doing. And I think I must compliment the zone, led by ZP Santosh, for the wonderful work that they are doing. I must compliment them for a lot of sustainable projects that are happening. Zone 4 welcomed me with a lot of uh, big holdings around the city, and that was something really nice. I think it might have gotten people wondering who this person is, and what JCI is, and whether it is a political thing, or what is it that they are doing. How come we have never heard of it? I'm sure people would have gotten wondering about it. But wonderfully, I received a wonderful welcome, and I really am happy about it. um, Touched by the love that I received. Zone 4, like I was saying, is doing a lot of sustainable projects, a lot of large blood donation camps happening. Uh, they ran a competition, because it's 110 years of JCI. And uh, so in the week preceding my visit, they ran a competition saying that, okay, in this week, because it's 110 years of JCI and because the national president is coming, we will collect 110 units of blood, each donated by our members, not from the public. So they collected 110 units of blood. They said, we will go ahead and collect 100 HGF donations for the JCI Foundation in this week, because the national president is coming. And then they went ahead and did it. So I think very, very beautiful gestures in terms of how they planned it. And I'm really grateful for Zone 4 for everything that they did. Uh, and then zone 26, I already spoke about the blind cricket which happened. It was wonderful, it was beautiful, one of a kind experience for me, and I am really grateful for the entire team of zone 26 for making it possible for me. I am really It was, again, like I said, it was a one in a kind one once in a lifetime kind of an experience. I don't know if it was a once in a lifetime kind of an experience, but definitely the first experience. And I thank ZP Bharat and his entire team, the coordinators, the visit director, everybody, for making that visit truly memorable for me. One thing that I missed, of course, was I also attended the South Carnival of the JAC. And I think that the energy that I could see in the JAC team, I think is worth complimenting. I mean, uh, they are really happy that they have now a platform to connect, and uh, they have another opportunity at leadership, so they're very happy. And but more than that, the best part about my connection, or my visit to the JAC South Carnival, was I saw in them a very, very big asset for JCI, people who can really, really contribute towards the development of this organization. They are our alumni today. Yes, and I think, being an alumni, their love for the alma mater, for JCI, is something that I could see in that gathering, and that really made me happy. That really made me proud. They continue to contribute to this organization in any which way they can. So it was, again, a wonderful experience. And then from zone 4 to zone 26 to zone 12 is where I traveled. Zone 12, most of the visit happened around Hyderabad. And again, it was a wonderful visit. Zone President Chatur, like always, made sure we had a great time. We started off with the visit to a beautiful, temple, where we prayed for the success of all JC members, for the success growth of JCI, and for creating ever greater impact in the society through our organizations. We also, in fact, particularly prayed that let's make sure each and every member of JCI of JCI India in particular become the best versions of themselves. The Zone 12 visit was marked by a lot of beautiful projects. We went to some schools, met some children. We had a multi-yellow meeting, which was really, really grand. Uh, it was, again, fantastic. In short, it was fantastic. I loved meeting the members there. I loved the energy that they had. I loved that. They are excited about the smallest of things, and the biggest of projects. The excitement is equal. They do it with the same dedication that they would do, any other small project. Or so that kind of an excitement which I saw there was truly heart touching, and I really loved being in Zone 12. Thank you, ZP Chatur, and your entire team, in fact, for making that visit memorable for me. This is probably the third time that I went to Zone 12, if I remember correctly, this year. And each of those times I think was wonderful, and this time was no exception. So those were the three visits which happened in the first part of July, from where I we had an APCC send off. Okay, so from there I went to the JCI India headquarters. Why? Because children who go to APCC, the Asia Pacific Council, four children go to APCC from India every year, and under this bridge program, they go there. They go to Japan. They stay there with the families of Japan. They mingle with the students there. They learn the culture that there is in Japan. It's a very, very beautiful experience, I think, for the children. Something that is going to shape their lives, forever. And to such an beautiful program. Four children from JCI India went this time to Japan, and I was there in Bombay to see them off. I was there in Bombay to meet them, to interact with them, to see how they are feeling about this whole thing of going to Japan without their parents, without their family, and to be staying there for 10 days and coming back to India. And I think I saw in them a lot of positive energy. They were really excited. They were not worried. They had been oriented, and I think that helped. They were really prepared to be in an environment which is going to be completely new, and uh, they were going there with an open mind. They were going there with the intention of learning. It really made me happy uh, uh, to send these students and children back to Japan. And then now they are back, of course, and the feedback which I've been getting is fantastic. It's fantastic. Um, this year, dear friends, I also want to tell you that this Japan thing has been happening forever. We have been sending four students to Japan for a very, very long time, but this year we also, JCI India also joined a program of APCC Vietnam. So Vietnam also has a similar program where they invite children from different countries to come and stay in Vietnam with families in Vietnam, and learn the cultures there. And this year, for the first time ever, we sent four children to Vietnam also. So this was a new this was something new which has come up. This has never happened before, and I think it's a very, very beautiful initiative that we are becoming a part of. I hope going forward we can associate in this manner with more countries, because our kids, our children, are getting exposure. They are getting to learn different cultures. They are probably getting an opportunity to pick up the best practices there. I think humility is also one thing which I think such exchange programs can bring into our kids. So I think it's a wonderful initiative that has happened, and I'm really happy that four kids from India went to Vietnam also this year. And just day before yesterday, I think they are back in India. I haven't really spoken to them after coming back to get their feedback, but I am quite confident that that feedback is also going to be amazing. So thank you so much, all the parents who applied for the APCC Japan. Thank you so much, all the parents who applied for APCC Vietnam. Thank you for making these programs successful. Thank you for making giving this opportunity to our children. I think it was really, really nice. Let me see before I proceed if there are any questions, because we are divided into three platforms. So uh, let me see. Why not sports can be a mainstream activity in the near future? As youth organizations, sports can be a great great connectivity between members. Well, I think sports has always been an activity that we have promoted in JCI. I think there are a lot of sports activities that are happening across the country. In fact, as a national president, during my official visits, I was able to witness and become privy to a lot of cricket tournaments, a lot of badminton tournaments. I think there was a uh, hockey competition that was being organized for, or was it hockey, that was being organized for members at large. A lot of cricket leagues happening for our members, for non JCs. uh, so I believe a lot of sports activities is already happening. Having said that, the idea that maybe we can mainstream it is not a bad idea. It is in fact a good idea, and maybe something that going forward we can consider, that maybe it can become a part of the plan of action if required. Having said that, however, we must also figure the purpose behind it. If it is an activity, uh, which we are doing so that we can engage our members and improve our retention rates, uh, and then so therefore it comes under the GND plan of action area. We have to plan accordingly, or whether it has a social purpose. So we have to understand what the purpose behind such an activity is. But I think all in all, it's a beautiful idea, and it's already being done, and we can definitely make it more official going forward. Something that can be brought up for discussion, and then the team can decide as to whether or how they want to take it. There is a another question from Chetan Murarka, and he's saying, being in Calcutta, can I open a new LO in another city and be the president? Okay, it doesn't say so, but I'm assuming that Chetan Murarka is a JC already, JC Chetan Murarka, and he's probably a part of one of the LOs in Calcutta, and he wants to open a new LO in another city and then become a president. Chetanji, that is absolutely possible. In case you are moving out of Calcutta or something like that, then it is very, very it is absolutely possible for you to open a new LO and then to become a president of that new LO. All you have to do is initiate through your LO president right now the formalities of opening a new LO, which means you send an application for title clearance, get the name of the new LO approved, and then you pay the subscription and upload the membership list of those members who are joining in the new LO, and select who the president, secretary, treasurers are going to be. All this can be done through your existing LO president, because his portal you will have access to do this. You can also do it through your zone president and get it done. So I'm sure that's a possibility. And if you are moving and if you really want to do it, I wish you the best. Please make it happen. It's a great idea. It's a great idea. Uh, there is something which, yeah, it's the same question, I think, but being put in on another platform also. Chetanji, I think you put the same question on two platforms, but I think the question is answered. You can open a new LO in a new city, in a different city, and you can be a president of that new LO. You will have to follow the process. It's very, very easy. It's very, very simple. Please connect with your LO president. If that is you can connect with your zone directors. In your zone, you can connect with the zone president himself. The zone director GND is also going to help you. So best of luck. Best of luck. Uh, there is another question, or an observation rather. Satyanarayan ji is saying, JCI, wonderful organization. Thank you so much. But PR not covered in public. Still, what is JCI? People are asking. Okay. Thank you, Satyanarayan ji, for your observations. We understand that this is a very, very uh, this is a very important question that we often hear. What is JCI? People still don't know what JCI is, and they're still inquiring what is JCI. Something which they should have already known. They are still asking, talking about it. They are still wondering what it is, and we have not yet been able to reach the masses. I think I agree with you completely, but I also believe that this year we have taken substantial steps in that direction, which means from where we started to where we are now, I think the gap has we have covered a significant distance. A lot many people already know about JCI. This question is becoming less and less frequent. I think the chapters, the yellow presidents, the members, the zones have done fantastically well in promoting JCI on in newspapers, on electronic media, through hoardings and other kinds of publications, public branding. They have done really well in terms of promoting JCI. More needs to be done, more can be done, and more will be done. That is, all these three statements are true. More needs to be done, like you said, we need to do more. More can be done. Yes, what we are doing is good, is very good, it's much better than what we were earlier doing. But more can be done, and more will be done. I am confident that our members are going to take up this challenge. They have taken up this challenge, and they're continuing to do more and more and more as far as promoting JCI in public is concerned, as far as answering this question, what is JCI once and for all, to that effect, in that direction. Our members are definitely going to do more. I'm confident about it. So thank you so much, Satyanarayan ji, for your address, for your concern, and I think we share it, and I think you will agree our members are already working towards addressing it. There is a question by Govind ji which says, can be among mainstream as we do CD management training business. Oh, what he, I think, is trying to say is that, like having a parallel area of opportunity where, for example, we have a community development area, we have a training area, we have a business area, and we have a management area. So what he's probably suggesting is, can we also have a sports area? I think, while I respect your uh, you know your passion for sports, Govindji, I think that would be stretching it a little too far. Why? Because I think, JCI is an organization with a specific set of objectives. There is a purpose of why JCI exists. There is a reason for this organization to be present. And everything and anything that we do, I think we should not lose track of that vision, that objective of this organization. Because if we started doing everything, and if we started focusing our energies on everything that is possible to do, there are so many good things, there are so many exciting things that can be done. And if we start doing everything and focusing our energies on everything, then we may lose track of the very purpose or the very reason why we are in JCI. So while sports is a good idea to engage our members, to raise funds, to improve retention, it's a great idea. To make it one of the focus core areas of JCI, I think that would be stretching it a lot, because then I think we would have probably moved astray from the real objectives of this organization, which is to develop young leaders, which is to create better individuals. So, but thank you so much for your passion. I really love it, and I hope and wish that you and people around you can participate in more and more sports activities and have a great time therefrom. Well, these are the questions which I see right now. I will have my eyes out for more questions from you, for more observations from you, for more suggestions from you, and I'll try to pick them up as I can. I don't see any other questions right now. No. As and when you write more questions, I will be here to answer them. Please don't hesitate. This is the one opportunity that I get to hear from you directly. This is the one opportunity that I get to, uh, connect with what the member at the last grassroots level is really thinking. This is the one opportunity that I have, that uh, why not, directly answer the question of the last person who's there. He might be thinking, she might be thinking something, but maybe too intimidated to raise their voice and ask the question to a zone officer, or to a to anybody, let alone the national president. But this is one opportunity where we can do it, and I would love it absolutely. So please don't hesitate. Put your questions down, put your suggestions down, and we will try to talk about it. We will try to discuss it. Right. Having said that, let's move forward with the month of July. Let's see what else we did in July. How did July go? And what really happened after the APC send off. We had in Mumbai, where all the NEC members came together, and we had a wonderful meeting. Various pressing matters, uh, things that we want to do, things that can be done. We reviewed as to what all we have achieved in the last 6 months, what all can we do for the next 6 months, how to make the next 6 months as meaningful as the last 6 months have been, how to keep our members on their toes and keep them excited and energetic, and keep them going. And to that extent, I must really, really thank all the NEC members, the National Treasurer Pratik, the GLC Aman, the NVPs from A to F, the SG, everybody. I think all of us together could come and make a very, very healthy, very, very constructive, very, very fruitful NEC. The result, one of those results of the NEC, which I think all of you immediately saw, was the beautiful program for 100% new LOs with 100% verified members that we came up with. Because opening, just trying to open a new LO is like is a very, very, is like a bait, right? If we recognize you just for that, because at the fag end of the year, we don't want you to uh, make take hasty decisions, or decisions which are not backed by reality on the ground. And that is why we said, let's open new LOs, let's continue to open new LOs, let's continue this activity. Let us make sure that each and every single member who becomes a part of this new LO is verified, which means each and every single member who joins these new LOs, they have logged on to their membership portal and verified themselves through their Aadhaar. They have entered their Aadhaar number, clicked on verify, gotten an OTP, entered those OTP and verified themselves. So when that happens, we know there is a person on the ground who is carrying the JCI badge on his chest with pride, and who is an ambassador of JCI, and who's going to take this organization forward, who's going to serve the purposes of this organization, who's going to through this organization become a better individual, him or herself, and therefore create active positive impact in the society too. So we are able to track who that person is, and how he's making this world a more beautiful place. To that extent, I invite each and every viewer, each and every member, you know uh, it is very, very important, it is very, very important that every single membership that JCI India receives uh, is backed by an active member on the ground, a person who is there, and who is who's proud to be a JCI member, who is working hard for JCI, who is making sure that his life is changing, her life is changing, they are becoming a better individual, but with that they are also creating positive impact in the society. Because if we are unable to do that, then what's the purpose of the whole thing, right? So I am really happy that this was one of the outcomes of this NEC. There are a few more exciting things which we discussed, and some of these things you will be hearing about very, very soon. I am expecting one beautiful announcement to come as soon as today, in some time, through your ZPs and through social media. One beautiful announcement I'm expecting to come your way very, very soon. Uh, can we be focused on transgender? I'm taking another question, by the way, and this is from uh, Nazia, and she says, can we be focused on transgenders and give them their streams of sustainable financial solutions? Well, this is something which we, and I think many LOs are already doing it, where they are organizing programs for people belonging to the transgender community, and supporting them wherever they need support. I mean, many a times we find people of different communities facing different kinds of difficulties, different kinds of problems, having different challenges in their own lives, either being underprivileged or being discriminated against. There are different kinds of challenges which people faced, and I think our LOs are equipped. In fact, that is what they should do, is identify local issues. So if in your locality this is an issue, this is a challenge that people are facing, then you identify the local challenges, use the global expertise of JCI to find a permanent solution to real problems, and then implement those solutions so as to help people and create positive impact. And therefore, if such challenges are there in the transgender community, like you said, Nazia ji, we should do it. And I believe many LOs are already doing it. I have seen many projects and programs which are specifically designed for people of the transgender community, very well received by this, very well executed by our LOs. So I think this is something which is already happening. You can do it, with a little more fervor, a little more, you can focus on it a little more. That's absolutely possible. And if that is a real problem in that area, you should focus on it a little more. So best of luck to you. Uh, there is a question from Balaji and JC Balaji, and he says how to get CSR fund from MNC companies. Thank you for this beautiful, wonderful, and very important question, Balaji. See, dear viewers, let me first tell you, every company who has a specific turnover or who has a specific profit as low as 5 crores a year, they are required by law to have a CSR fund. They are required by law to have a CSR fund. They cannot avoid it, and they have to spend the money. They have to report the spending, and they have to do it in a specific manner, and they have to do it within a specified timeline. They cannot, change any of these facts. They have to spend the money. They have to spend it within a specified time, and they have to spend it in a specific way, in the sense that, okay, you can do this kind of community work, you can donate to these kind of organizations, you can, these are the kind of things that you can do with this money. So this is already there, and there are, I believe, thousands of companies across India. Not just the very, very large corporate houses, not just the conglomerates, the big Bharat Ratnas and the 1,000 crores, or thousands of $1 billion of worth of companies. No, not only those. There are so many other medium scale companies who are also required to do CSR activities, and all of them are looking for places on how to do it. Nobody is an expert on CSR, but JCI is. We know how to spend money in the right way. We know how, we have the JCI action framework. We know how to identify real problems. We know how to brainstorm and provide real permanent solutions to these real problems. We know how the money can be best utilized to create long-term impact in the society. We know it. And therefore, I think it's a beautiful suggestion or beautiful idea that you have put forward. How can we collect, or how can we get CSR funds from these MNC companies? Not just MNC, but medium scale companies also. It is very, very simple. The one thing that people don't do, which people should do, is take the initiative and approach these companies. Once we start approaching, once we start taking action, you will see a lot of things fall in place automatically. Having said that, let me tell you, this year we have developed in JCI one SOP, which is available on demand. I think we'll try to make it available more. I think your LO presidents already have it in their inboxes. All LO presidents, I think, have it in their inboxes. One SOP which says how to approach multinational companies. In that, you will also find, a template, a letter template. Okay, this is the letter, draft of the letter. You change the name, you change the address of the company, you change your name, your phone numbers, everything, and you can take this to the company directly. That template has already been provided. It is there in the inboxes of your LO presidents. But let me also briefly tell, because you may or may not go into your inbox and check it. It's very, very simple. You draft a letter which tells the company a little bit of what JCI is. It is an organization which has been in India for 76 years. We are creating a lot of positive impact. We are a group of young people between the ages of 18 to 40 years. We are 50,000 strong in India, and we are creating constant positive impact. We have provided scholarships to 20,000, 30,000 people in the past. We are constantly working with the underprivileged sections of the society. We have adopted hundreds of schools across the country where we are, developing their infrastructure, providing all sorts of amenities for the students. We have a very big team of trainers across India. We have installed more than 3,000 toilets. We have constructed more than 3,000 toilets. We have installed more than 8,000 Suraksha and Samadhan Suraksha machines. Samadhan were the toilets, of course. So these are the kind of things we have donated lakhs of mosquito nets. These are the things that we have done in the past. We have worked with Nestle for flood relief. So we give them some examples of associations that we already have. We have worked with Canara Finance for installing solar installations. We have tied up with ONGC for STEM classrooms and some activities in CSR that we are already doing. And then we say we will love to associate with you also and take up your CSR activities wherever in the country you want. Our biggest strength is two strengths that we have. Number one, we have a pan India presence. We have a member in every corner of the country, from Arunachal Pradesh to Kutch, Gujarat to from Kanyakumari to Kashmir. We have people everywhere, so we can implement projects across the length and breadth of the country. Number one. Number two, we are expert in implementing good, impactful social projects. So if you want, we can suggest some projects to you. If you have specific projects in mind, we'll be happy to implement it for you. This is tell the companies that we approach, and I can tell you for a fact that if we make the effort, if we go out there and approach people, they will be happy to associate with us. They will be happy to make us their CSR partners. If we do that, it will become an opportunity for us to create greater impact, more promotions for us in the society. So thank you so much for that wonderful question, Balaji. I hope I could help. Once again, if you dig into the inbox of your fellow president, ask him or her to dig into their inbox, you will find an SOP which has already been shared by JCI India. There are a few more questions. Let me take them up one at a time. Okay, there are quite a few actually. All zones, Satya Narayan ji again, and he says all zones encourage PR activities and hoardings. So what he's saying is probably he's asking that all zones should encourage PR activities, and I think that is a message that we have already given extensively. That let us promote PR activities, and when I say PR activities, it's not branding me, it's not the local organization, it's not an individual, it is not even JCI India. What we really need to put out there in the faces of the people for them to see and constantly see and then recall is the JCI logo, because that is what they recognize. That is how they identify us. When I do something, they don't say, oh, JC Ankur has done something wonderful. They say this person from JCI has done something wonderful. This is what I have been saying throughout my visits to different zones, and I think this is something which I want to say again. There cannot be an occasion where PR can be overstated. It is something that we must do. That is how we will get to attracting people towards our organization. uh, uh, it says, do we have provisions to induct transgenders as our members? Again, the question from Nazia ji. I don't believe there is any hurdle towards uh, uh, you know uh, inducting transgender as members. What I mean to say is our constitution doesn't say anything about a male can be a member and a female can be a member, or only a male can be a member, or both can be a member. It doesn't say anything. It says anybody, any human being of between the ages of 18 to 40 can be a member. So there is no provision in the constitution of JCI or JCI India that prevents the induction of transgender. I hope that answers your question, Nazia ji. Um this year, this is from JC Karina Soni, and she says, this year, JCI Lunavda organized an artificial limb transplant camp with the support of the Indian Red Cross Society. 36 prosthetic legs were given. Thank you so much for sharing that beautiful information. Karina ji, I congratulate you and the entire team of JCI Lunavda for this wonderful project that you have undertaken, donating limbs to 33 prosthetic limbs to 33 people who might have lost their legs. Okay, so it's legs in specific. So 33 people who lost their legs, limbs were donated, and that's a beautiful, wonderful project. I have been to several limb donation camps where our members have been very very gracious, very very generous in donating limbs to these people who have a disability and supporting them in their lifestyles. And everywhere I go, I tell them this one thing, we are taking an effort or making an effort to make their lives easier, more convenient, uh, giving them a shot at leading a normal life through our limb donation programs. But we are JCI members who need to go to the root cause of any problem. So, and because we have been doing this for several years, we have a data bank of, okay, we have 33 people who lost their legs. How did they lose their legs? Is there a pattern? Is there a common cause? Maybe 10 of them lost it for a specific reason. Maybe there are 10 different reasons because of which 33 people lost their legs, some of which may be accidents, some of which may not be accidents. It could be disease related. Now, as JCI members, maybe we can take up a project where we say, okay, fine, these are the 10 major causes because of which people lose their limbs across the country, or maybe in my locality. These are the 10 major reasons because of which people lose their limbs. I will pick up one reason. I will pick up one of those reasons where I can work, where I can see a way, and I'll try to find a solution so that that reason itself gets removed from the list. If this one reason was causing five people to become handicapped in some, especially abled in some manner, they were losing their limb because of a certain disease or a certain problem which you found was common, and five of them were there, and if you were able to resolve that particular issue, or if you were able to help people avoid that particular disease, you would have saved so many more lives. You would have addressed a problem at its root cause. And that is what I always invite our members to do. Let us go to the root cause of things. Let us, identify, ask why. Let us ask it at least 5, 6, 7 times until we are at the root cause of a problem, and then provide a solution at the root level, so that the solution is permanent, so that recurrence is not there, and we have done something which is truly in the spirit of JCI, because that is what JCI is supposed to be doing. But beautiful project, Karina ji. I really loved it. Thank you so much. Uh, okay, quite a few questions. How much award in aspect for JCI India this year? Well, thank you so much for this question, Samkit ji. Uh, Okay, there are a couple of more questions, but I'll try to be quick. How many awards for JCI in Aspect this year? Well, let me tell you, I am very very proud of the fact that this year our members submitted 39 bids, which were very very well curated bids where we had really put in an effort, bids that showcased our projects and programs in a beautiful manner, and I think that in itself was a great achievement for all of us, because this year we were able to increase the percentage of total bids that actually go to JCI from the total number of bids that we receive. Which means, what I'm trying to say is, let's say we receive about 100 bids every year, we are able to forward only 15 or 20 of bids out of these 100 bids to JCI, because the rest of the bids are not up to the mark in terms of the bid quality. This year, however, we had about 85 bids, and I think 39 bids, which is almost close to 45% we were able to forward to JCI India. So I think as an organization, we have grown in terms of how we are curating our bids, and I'm really happy, and I congratulate each and every LO who bid, who put forward their names for awards. The fact that you believe you deserve an award is in itself a very big award. Why? Because it tells me that you have done something which you are really proud of. You have done something which tells you, oh wow, thank God I am a JCI member. I did this because of this organization, and I think I have made a real positive impact in this society. I am happy, I am content, and I, because I have done, because I have the knowledge that I have really changed this world for the better in some small manner. I can sleep more soundly than anybody else probably. So I think that is the biggest reward that our LOs have already received. Going forward, when our bid qualities increase even further, I am sure JCI India will be bagging more awards at aspect also. uh, Moving forward, one person asks, Sanchu. I don't know who they are, but what they are asking is, what is JC SAT? Okay, I am sad that this has to be a question, but I am happy that the question came. At least now you will have an answer. I am sad that this was not promoted well enough for you to already know, but I'm happy that you've asked it, and now at least I'll be able to share with you, and this is for the benefit of all others who might not know what JC SAT is. The National JC SAT, or the National JC Student Aptitude Test, is an aptitude test that we are going to conduct, which we conduct every year. This year, which we are going to conduct on the 22nd of August for students of class 6 to 12, in three different categories. So there is one category for class 6, 7, 8, one category for 9 and 10, and another category for class 11 and 12. These students will be appearing for this examination, aptitude examination, on the same day on the 22nd of August. They will be answering questions on an OMR sheet, and these questions are, vary from general knowledge to analytical skills to common sense to mathematical skills to civic knowledge, those kind of things, and it tests the student on their readiness for the life ahead. We are going to going forward this year, more than 54,000 students have enrolled for this national JC SAT, and after the examinations, we are going to make these mark sheets available to them online, and we are going to, it's on our agenda to approach colleges in India and appraise them about what JC SAT is, and how this test is very, very, it provides an in-depth analysis of the student himself or herself, and how the colleges should provide some weightage to the national JC SAT test scorecard for their becomes a value addition to the student also, so that the student can attach this scorecard onto their CVs and benefit from it. So that is the national JC SAT. I hope, Sanchuji, that I have answered your question. Let me take up. Okay, it's 7:50, so uh, let me take up one more question. JCI Marine Lines this year redeveloped beautiful rural area school with the help of CSR funds. The school has now become a model school for the entire area. Well, thank you so much for information, Arunji. Shangviji, I know him to be the local president of JCI Marine Lines. Thank you so much for sharing this wonderful, wonderful news. I'm really happy for the project that you have done. Please share your experience of how you collected the CSR. What were the companies you approached? What was the feedback you got? What was your modus operandi? How you did it? What kind of school was it, the before and after, and how it has become a model school? Please share your experiences in the form of an article, and we will like to cover it on challenge. In fact, this is, I am saying this to you, but say this to each and every member out there. If you have done something really good that you're really, really proud of, that you really think, you want to shout out at the top of your voice and say, hey, listen, I have done this wonderful project. If that is the kind of project that you have done, if it is something unique, if it is something out of the box, if it is something really, really impactful, please, I am personally requesting you, write about it. Please write a small article detailing as to what you did, how you did it, what was the impact you created. Add a couple of pictures so that we can share it with everybody in JCI India through the Challenge magazine. I would love to cover your projects on Challenge. I promise you, if your project is good and if you share it in a proper manner, we will get it covered. I promise you, on behalf of the Challenge editorial board, we will get it covered. So please don't hesitate. Please share your thoughts, Arunji, you and everybody else out there. If you are listening to this, please share about your projects with all of us. Uh, there are a couple of more questions, but before I take them, I quickly want to recount What else we did in the month of July? I spoke about the NEC which happened, which was a very very good NEC, very very fruitful NEC. After which I immediately went to Philippines. I was traveling with our immediate past national president JC Rakesh Sharma, with our past immediate past JCI president JC Kavin. JC Kavin and our past JCI president JC Sain Bhaskaran, all of us were there at Philippines. It was a wonderful, wonderful program. I loved the opportunity of once again representing India on that world. Time such a thing happens, let me tell you, friends, it makes me the proudest ever person. I mean, to represent a beautiful country like India on a world stage, a country that everybody out there respects. They look up to us for the kind of work that we are doing, for the kind of impact we are creating, not just JCI India, but India altogether. It's creating ripples in the world. And to be able to represent a wonderful country, I think it is a matter of great pride for me. That's exactly how I felt in that happened. 77 years of JCI Philippines. So that was something at a press conference at the 110 10 years of JCI. Uh, the ambassador for human duty, the JCI ambassador for the JCI chair for human duties, JC Lucy, spoke about the program that happened in India. Oh, I forgot to mention that on the 10th of July, beautiful program called Sun Never Sets on JCI. This program conceptualized in its own was taken up at the national level, and we did with 24 different countries across 24 different times in the entire world. In India, this happened from the midnight of the 12 a.m. of 10th of July, and went up to 11:59 a.m. of 10th of July. 11:59 p.m. of 10th of July, which means 24 hours, and every hour we had a different country slotted. So 24 countries from 24 different time zones across the world, they connected with us, and we spoke and had a very beautiful dialogue about what we feel is human duties in different aspects of life. It was a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful program chaired by the national director for community development, JC Anush, and I must compliment the entire team, including the president Sandeep of JCI Secondary, ZP Chatur, Zone 12, the community development, which worked on this, the NVPs, the chairmen, who chaired the 24 sessions, the 24 different trainers who were there doing the different sessions. We had two sessions where we had a trainer who could interact with participating national organization in a much better way, from the easternmost part of Russia to the westernmost part of Alaska, those two places coming together. We had talking about internal human duties, and I am so happy that JCI recognized our effort, and a press conference which happened at the 110th celebration of JCI in Philippines. The ambassador, the chairman of the committee, she spoke of them which happened in India during the press conference. So it was a wonderful Philippines for all of you. Uh, After coming back from Philippines, I immediately attended the closing ceremony of for entrepreneurs, which happened in Kanpur, wonderfully hosted, very fantastic team, and wonderful energetic members, participants. Uh, this year we have divided into two ables, right? It is not able in South anymore. It is able for entrepreneurs, which happened at Kanpur this year, and able for professionals, which happened at Shimoga this year. And I had the privilege of, and great decision that we took. Now both ables have a more specific focus, a very very specific niche kind of an participating audience. I think the faculty are now able to focus needs in a much better way. So I think the participants, please connect with the nearest able participant, and they'll tell you how great a time they had and how it's going to change their businesses forever, their professions forever. So the kind of program we had able at Kanpur, hosted by JCI Kanpur Industrial, and at Balgavi, hosted by JCI Shimoga Malnad. Wonderful, wonderful program. I was there. I also had visits to 24, while being at these able programs. And let me, dear friends, tell you that both of these visits were able. I, I had a interacting with members. We traveled as the state in zone 24, sorry, and in some parts of Jhansi, and some parts of zone 2. And I had a great opportunity at interacting with members, at addressing their issues. We have open sessions everywhere I go. It is a rule. Whatever meetings we have an open session there. And if you have a question, don't hesitate. I that to these open sessions, anybody who raises their hand level, they have a doubt, they have a suggestion, they have a question, I'm able to. And I'm so happy that in many of these places in zone 2 and in zone 12 with ZP Kapil and ZP Gaurish, we would address so many queries that members had. It was a wonderful visit, dotted with great projects, wonderful experience that I took back with me. After zone 24, of course, I went to zone 29. But before I speak to you about that, let me quickly take a couple of more questions near the end of our session, so we might have much time. Let me quickly take a couple of questions. Aditya Thikaria says, "Good evening, hello of JC. Good evening, Aditya ji of Zone. There are many institutions which provide very niche sub training. What is it that we do?" Okay, and I will take this along with a similar question that we had. Uh, in fact, is that we had one was from JC Sumit. Ed, what's your message to leaders? And from JC Satnarayan, which NP suggest how to increase membership, please, new ideas. Okay, so I will try to take all of these three questions. What is it that we are doing which is unique, and why? Because it is unique, can help us increase our membership. And that is also the message that I want to give to the future organization. Number one, there are many organizations with a variety of different things that they work on. There are organizations with a very, very social inclination. There are organizations which want to train you into good speakers, and that's it. There are organizations which wants to develop your business. ACI is one organization which has a very, very specific focus. Probably no other organization is focusing on. In JCI says, developing leaders for a changing world. Be better. That's the JCI slogan, right? JCI provides opportunities that empower young people to develop themselves into leaders and then change the society. What all of this means is, number one, JCI is not changing the society. JCI is not creating positiveness in the social local community. JCI is not, JCI's objective is to make better individuals. What JCI is doing is, JCI is giving opportunities for its members to become better individuals. Opportunity development programs, opportunities through business area programs, opportunities through management activities, opportunities through trainings. All of this is that we are doing. All of this has one single objective, in whatever it may be, and that is to make member. And it is up, grab this opportunity and change their lives. JCI is not changing their lives until they grab this opportunity. JCI is giving the opportunity, right? So number one, JCI, unlike any other organization, is doing a very, very simple task. The task is, it is giving opportunities. It is not doing words, no, nothing that can describe JCI. JCI is just giving, that's it. Number two, what is these opportunities for? Not to create social impact, not to develop or become a better speaker. No, these are all things which are incidental. Purpose is to make better individuals. We want you to become a person. Why do we want you to become a better person? We want you to become a better person. If you are a better person, if you are a better leader, then automatically when you go out into the society, into the real world from JCI, you will you will make the real more beautiful, better place. Because you being a better person, you will be a leader who, who will spread that, spread yourself, if I can, into the world. If you are a social person, that's the kind of social activities you do. Social person. If you are a political leader, a better political leader. If you are a professional, business professional, you more ethical, and you promote leadership, which is complementary to what JCI teaches. And I think that makes JCI really, really unique. Me. That's what we focus on. This organization do. This organization works on me. That is JCI, and organizations out there. I'm saying all organizations are good, but JCI is unique in this manner. We create better you, better me, and that's what we should sell. Uh, and if this of how we have better, because somebody asked how can we increase our message. We don't have to do anything. All we need to do is we need to first be convinced I am a better individual because of JCI. I was something, and then I joined JCI, and this is what changed, and I am a better person. First, I need to believe this. JCI has changed my life. Then the easiest way of winning our membership is proud this organization, you know, flaunt it like you own it. Flaunt it. And I was thinking about this somewhere where I went. If you have a Gucci bag and you've spent a good amount of money on it, you will carry it with a lot of pride. You'll show it, show off. Yes, show off JCI like that. Be proud of this organization. Tell people with a lot of pride, this is what JCI is. It changed my life. It made me a better individual. I am better because of JCI. If that little task we can do, Mission 1 Lakh is all about it, going out there and talking to people about JCI, telling them, hey, this organization changed my life. I think it can change yours too. That's all. That's the simplest way of increasing our membership. If we can proudly, that is very, very important. If we can proudly talk, if we can talk about our organizations in public, nothing more is needed. And this is the same message which I want to give to the future leaders. Please grab the opportunities that JCI only provides opportunities, does nothing else, right? So grab the opportunities JCI provides, use those opportunities to be individual, then be proud of this organization for making you better, flaunt it, and you will see our organization growing, more life changing, the world becoming better on its own. That's all that is needed, to grab opportunities and then be proud of it, to flaunt it. If we can do that, I think we will be in a good place as far as as far as JCI goes, as far as a growing, developing world goes, as far as we creating impact goes, as far as we creating a better world goes. We will be in a good place. I think we have answered all the questions that there were. I think we'll call it a day as far as taking questions is concerned. I just want to touch upon my visit to Zone 25, which with ZP Manikandan was a fantastic visit. We had a whirlwind tour of the entire zone. We started at Salem and ended at Madurai, and in between everywhere else. And we met with hundreds and hundreds of members. We heard them. We heard the kind of projects that they are doing, the sustainable impact that they are creating, the JCOM, which is doing fantastically well in Zone 29. It was a wonderful visit. I really loved being there. I really loved looking at the projects. A lot of business boards being installed in Zone 29, which was great. A lot of welcome boards being installed in Zone 29, which was great. I enjoyed thoroughly the hospitality, the love of the members. Oh my God, the crackers and the celebrations and the flowers and everything. I am truly humbled by your love. I am with folded hands, and not just Zone 29, but every zone I visit. I think the love that I get from the members truly humbles me. I am really, I mean, at a loss of words on how to thank you for loving me with so much. I hope, because the national president of JCI India for 2025, that's me. But national president for JCI India for 2026 would be somebody else. For 2024, it was somebody else. I hope, I hope in this year that I have, in your midst, in this year where I have the attention, where I have caught your eye. I hope we will be able to build a relation so that going forward, even after years, you will be able to remember me with an equal amount of love. I really am humbled with all that I have received, and that is how my visit to Zone 29 also was. Compliments to ZP for leading such a wonderfully energetic, uh, purpose driven zone, really working hard to create and break and create records, um, leading JCI in all areas of opportunities almost. A really wonderful job, ZP Manikandan, and your entire, for that matter, doing really well. That was my last visit in July, Zone 29. And dear friends, I think we have come to the end of the episode of Dil Se Dil Tak. It's 8:09, so we have super exceeded by 9 minutes already, and I'll take another minute to tell you that JCI week is coming up. And this year we are planning a very exciting JCI week for all of you. And JCI week is not just about you winning awards. JCI week is not just about you winning recognitions. The JCI week this year is about us, is about all of us doing something which is truly remarkable. It is our win that I want everybody to celebrate. It is our win, collective win, that I want everybody to be proud about. I want this collective uh, goals that I want everybody to be excited, energetic, enthusiastic about, enthused about, and I want everybody to own this collective dream that is going to come up before you. And let's make a great difference. Let's make the best ever JCI week. Let's tell the world that this is what JCI is. This is what JCI can do. With such a beautifully planned JCI week, we are coming to you very soon in the next week. I hope the programs will be shared with you. Let us prepare and let us make it grand. Yes, I will see all of you on the 30th of August. Of course, August is a month of 31st days, 31 days, but we will still meet on the 30th of August. Same time, 7 p.m. And I hope to see more of you, many more questions. And I hope, I'll have more stories to share by then. I'll have more things to talk about. We will have a great time together. I will be looking forward to more of your questions, more of your suggestions. I had a great evening today. Immediately from here, after this session is over, I'm leaving to the airport because I'm traveling to Nepal once again to represent India. And another proud moment for me. That is why I'm wearing this t-shirt. We are starting the South Asian Academy for International Leadership from tomorrow. The next time we meet on Dil Se Dil Tak, I will share how it went, what it is all about, and what we can do more as far as this academy is concerned. Thank you so much for being there, staying tuned with us. 811, signing off. JC Ankur Jhunjhunwala, your national president, the person you have loved for the last 7 months. Hope you'll continue to love for the next 70 years. Jai JCs, Jai Hind. I had a great evening. I hope you had too. Thank you.